I'm glad you're here because this update is something players have been waiting to hear more about, and honestly, it feels like a moment in the life of Halo Infinite. The big operation lands on November 18th, 2025, and it's meant to hit with a whole wave of content, boosts, and rank changes, while also serving as the last major content drop the game is expected to get. So the vibe around this update isn't just the regular patch hype. It's more like a send-off, one that tries to give players something meaningful to chew on while the game transitions into a quieter phase. The first thing everyone's talking about is that 2 times career rank and 2 times Spartan points boost. That alone is enough to get a lot of people jumping back in. With the boost running, your progression feels faster, cleaner, and way more rewarding. If you're someone who likes watching bars fill up or unlocking things you meant to get months ago, this window is going to feel good. And right alongside that comes the return of a hefty 100 tier operation pass. It's free to start, but like always, you've got a premium track with exclusive armor sets, coatings, and items if you want to invest a bit more. The pass being 100 tiers again is such a throwback to the older system, and it makes the whole grind feel substantial, like there's something real to work toward. The cosmetic side of this update is where it gets wild. They're dropping more than 200 new customization items into the exchange. That's a ridiculous amount of stuff, especially for players who love mixing and matching armor styles or building signature Spartan looks. You've got coatings, weapon cosmetics, vehicle skins, armor pieces you haven't seen before, plus premium track armor sets on the Operation Pass itself. It's the biggest cosmetic saturation the game's done in a long time, and honestly, you can tell it's designed to let players build whatever aesthetic they want before things slow down. It feels like the studio's way of giving the community one last big toy chest to play with. Where the competitive scene gets its flavor is the new map called Vacancy. This asymmetrical map is dropping straight into ranked arena, ranked Slayer, ranked doubles, and a few seasonal rotations on day one. Anytime a new map hits ranked, the entire ecosystem shifts for a bit. People experiment, team strategies evolve, and the first couple of weeks are always filled with wild, creative plays while everyone's learning the layout. Vacancy is the centerpiece for ranked players, and pairing it with new ranked seasons and updated ranked rewards gives the whole ladder climb a fresh feel. If you're the type who likes to push your rank every season, you're about to have a brand new battleground waiting for you. The messaging from the studio over the past weeks has been pretty transparent. After this operation, Halo Infinite goes into more of a maintenance mode. No more big seasonal content drops, no big new feature plans, just stability updates, fixes, and smaller support. They explained that with multiple Halo projects in the works, they need to shift resources. Whether someone loves that or hates it, the update itself is clearly crafted to feel like a milestone, like a thank you to the players who stuck around, supported the game, gave feedback, and helped shape the multiplayer through all its phases. On the gameplay side, you're getting the usual round of fixes, tuning, and back-end cleanup. They're kind of tightening up weapon behaviors, patching up lingering bugs, improving matchmaking logic, and adjusting playlists so everything runs smoother. None of it is flashy, but it's important. Anytime a game wraps up its major content cycle, the devs want to leave the core mechanics in a stable place, and this update reads exactly like that. It's less about adding something brand new and more about making sure the foundation is solid. The rollout time hasn't been given down to the minute, but the date is locked in. Once the update hits, players will immediately see the Operation Pass, new playlists, cosmetics, boosts, the map, everything lighting up in the menus. For content creators, this is prime time. You'll see the whole community checking out the new gear, grinding tiers, exploring vacancy, and giving their impressions on rank changes. And speaking of creators, the team did give a heads up that the theater system might invalidate some older films after the update. So if you have saved clips or cinematic gameplay moments you're planning to use, it's a good idea to export anything important before the update lands. Theater changes aren't uncommon during big patches, but getting advance warning always helps. Back to cosmetics, because honestly, this is one of the biggest parts of the update. with over 200 items flowing into the exchange, plus 8 earnable armor sets linked to the Premium Operation Pass. The game is pretty much overflowing with customization options. You can expect a mix of new designs and callbacks to earlier Halo styles, which is great if you're someone who likes blending nostalgia with modern armor cores. When a game reaches this kind of phase in its life cycle, these big cosmetic drops become little celebrations of the franchise's style, and players usually respond by building some of the coolest Spartan looks you'll see all year. Ranked players are getting a proper refresh too. New seasons hit right when vacancy goes live, meaning your climb starts fresh with updated rewards waiting at each rank. When a new map enters ranked at the same time a season resets, the early days get sweaty in the best way. Everyone's trying to understand the angles, test new routes, find the strongest power positions, and work out how different modes play on the layout. Expect fast meta shifts, new strategies, and all the chaos that comes with players figuring out how to dominate a brand new play space. There are also UI and accessibility tweaks packed in, stuff like cleaner indicators, HUD refinements, and small usability improvements that reduce visual noise in intense fights. These are the kinds of changes that don't scream for attention, but make the game feel more comfortable to play. If you've spent hundreds of hours in Infinite, you'll notice how these small adjustments add up, especially in ranked or competitive modes where clarity matters. Then there's the emotional center of this update. For a lot of players, Halo Infinite has been more than just matches and cosmetics. It's been a space where people made memories. Whether it was squad nights, custom game chaos, or grinding that one playlist with friends, this game created moments that stick. The messaging around the update feels heartfelt, almost like a salute to the community. You can tell they're proud of what the players built around Infinite, even when the game had bumps along the way. That's why this November 18 drop feels like more than a patch. It's structured like a final send off, a chance for the community to gear up, grind, explore, and celebrate all the moments the game has given them. The huge cosmetic flood, the big operation pass, the new ranked map, the updated seasons, the boosts, all of it creates an atmosphere that says the game isn't shutting down. It's just entering a quieter, steadier stage. So, when you're covering this in your YouTube content, the story practically tells itself. There's momentum, nostalgia, excitement, and a bit of bittersweet energy all baked into one update. For players old and new, it's a perfect moment to jump back in, mess around, finish collections, push ranks, and enjoy Halo Infinite in what is basically its most complete form. November 18th isn't just a date for a patch. It's a moment for the community to reconnect with the game one more time at full power. Take advantage of every reward and boost, explore the new map, and walk through Infinite's last major content chapter with style. If you've loved Halo Infinite at any point in its journey, this update is built to honor that. It's packed, it's meaningful, and it leaves the game standing on a strong note as it shifts into its next era.